Theresa May has set out details of her plans for protecting the rights of European nationals in the UK once Britain has left the EU. All those living here legally for 5 years or more will be able to apply for settled status and be allowed to bring dependent family members to join them. But in the past hour, the EU's chief negotiator says the moves don't go far enough. The cost of the Conservatives doing a deal with the Democratic Unionist Party in order to govern was set out today. The taxpayer will be footing the bill to the tune of £1 billion in extra funding for Northern Ireland. The Prime Minister has also had to ditch several key manifesto pledges. DUP leader Arlene Foster says she's delighted with the arrangement. Simon Vigar has more.
It's the £1 billion handshake. Arlene Foster's party only has 10 MPs, but that's what Theresa May needs to get votes through Parliament. As the Democratic Unionists sign the deal, all the emphasis was on how the new money will be spread fairly across all communities in Northern Ireland.
Following our discussions, the Conservative Party has recognised the case for higher funding in Northern Ireland, given our unique history and indeed circumstances over recent decades.
But a deal for Northern Ireland means no deal for the rest.
I think that will cause anger in many parts of the country, in particular in Scotland and Wales, and I think government's got to provide some answers as to why they've made this break with Barnett.
The much-debated Barnett formula calculates spending in different parts of the UK. Northern Ireland is sorted financially, but shaky on political leadership. The architects of the peace process are concerned, others less so. So when Tony Blair and John Major agree that this is very worrying, you're not in agreement with that?
I wouldn't agree with them. I take a much more optimistic approach. Yes, it's going to be difficult to reconcile the differences between the political parties in Stormont, but ultimately what determines whether there is a return to devolution and power sharing, it really depends on the parties in Northern Ireland.
They all agree this deal means stable government. Opponents say it is anything but.